What's up guys, today I'm going to finally be going over how to take down the Eidolons, as well as my best build that I use when I go hunting the Eidolons. This one is strictly for the attack purpose, so if you're trying to use this with other players, just know that your position is to be dealing the damage to the Eidolon.
第8のエンブレムがある左肩を打たなかったことだ。相手の炎を利用してさらに速度を。
As well as for your operator, I would recommend the Midori clan in case you want to drain the Eidolon shields faster. The main one that I would need from this clan is Void Strike, as it says that your first ability consumes all energy for an increase in damage for 8 seconds. So when you use Void Strike and start blasting at the enemy, as your energy is being consumed, you're continuing to deal more damage. So this is important because it also multiplies your regular base damage. I'll only go with the Generic clan in case you have energy problems, in which Energy Pulse would help you for that, as well as you get Inner Might as a passive that allows you to use your ability without the use of energy. But we're going to be using the Midori clan with our boy Volt. If you want to know his mod setup, this is what I would take him for. I have Eclipse Himlith on him. For fighting the Eidolons at night, the Moonlight is considered light, so he still gets the damage increase. As you can see, he gets a 412%. I have his strength at 275. Molt Vigor for his arcanes because it does an increase on ability strength. And I guess Arcane Energize, since I don't really have a good energy focus, I use the stored energy pods, in which you can gain from the dojo. It's really easy to craft. It takes about 1 minute to build, and all you need is polymer bundle and nano spores. So taking those can fix your problem with energy, but we're going with high damage because we want Volt Shield to give us that extra damage, as well as Eclipse to kind of multiply on top of that. And then for the primary, I want to take the Rubico. The Rubico needs to be dealing radiation damage, in which that's going to be more effective on the Eidolons, in which I have Thermite rounds as well as Stormbringer to give us that radiation proc. For our Arcane, I have Prime Merciless, so it will increase the damage. Only purpose I use my melee, especially like a glaive weapon, is for dealing AoE damage to the Vonvolus. So if you do have a weapon that can take out a lot of enemies in a vicinity, I'll recommend that, because you need to kill these little creatures while you fight the Eidolons. So I do have 2 build loadouts for the amp. The first one is the custom amp, in which I use the Penka Scaffold, the Jetney Brace, as well as the Ron Prism. The second one is a amp build from the Clamora Prism, the Penka Scaffold, and the Lauren Brace. The bottom 2 are from Cetus, but the Clamora Prism is from Fortuna, so you need to talk to Little Duck, in which she will give this to you. If you do not have access to buying the blueprint, it is because you're not high enough with her standing. The only way to increase your standing with Little Duck is to do the bounties or fight the spiders to get different turrets. Those you can give to her to get standing. So now that we covered all of the loadout and the basics, now we can go ahead and begin our Eidolon hunting. Alright, so you can easily just fast travel to Konzu. Then you go to bounties. For the sake of the video, I want to do all 3, so I'll show you guys how to do the Eidolons. So from then on, you can just go through the gate and it'll load you in. So when you first load in, if you don't have your Archwing, I'll recommend it, but there are these Eidolon lures that are located around the map, usually by Grineer bases. So any you know, Grenier POI on Cetus, I would just go over there. They probably have a Eidolon lure. If you don't know what they look like, they're like these yellow robots, and then you have to shoot them to be able to hack them. Once you hack them, they'll follow you. You need these Eidolon lures to turn blue. Right now they're yellow. You see the shields? We need them to be blue. So if you do lose track of where the Eidolon is, you can hear his wailing as you get close. He kind of blends in, but if you just stand still, you can eventually find him. So the way that you want to approach this is that you want to drain his shield first. Regular weapons won't have no effect. So for the Midori clan, you want to go ahead and you can either just shoot him normally. It does take longer if you do it this way, but I'll show you why you should save your energy. So this is its normal damage using this weapon. Once you do drain his shields, his color goes red, and you can hurt his weak spots with your weapons. So for the first stage of the Eidolon, he has 3 weaknesses. His kneecaps, his arms, and then his head for the final part. So as you can see, he would fly away or run away if we don't have 2 blue robots. In order to turn our robots into a blue color, we have to make them absorb Vonvolus, which are these tiny creatures that will spawn in to help the Eidolon. Until then, he's going to keep teleporting every time we break a body part. You can tell which part you can break because it have this bluish hue to it, and then it'll have a life bar if you aim at it. Now what if we use Void Strike as we drain it with the shields? So he will try to dodge your aiming. He is completely aware that you're trying to snipe him, so do not get frustrated if it's hard to aim at his body parts. They made him like that on purpose. The instant he teleports, you want to fly all the way up in the air to see another bluish portal appear. As you can see, it can help you realize where he's spawning in case your robots aren't blue yet. So we can go ahead and do Void Strike again, use our amp, switch into our Warframe. The other method that I used before without using Void Strike, it's used for the later Eidolon because Void Strike can increase your weapon damage. So the more time your Warframe has with Void Strike instead of your operator, the better. Oh, there goes one right here. So this is a Vonvolus. This tiny creature, you need to drain its first shields with your gun or normal weapon and leave the ghost form alone. That ghost form would be absorbed by your robot.
Smaller sentients rush to the Eidolon's aid, healing it. Stop them.
This stage is good because this stage calls more Vonvolus. So when he's on the floor wailing, you kind of want to search around and try to kill the Vonvolus before they get too close. But luckily, one of our robots are finally blue charged. You can see because the symbol changed color. We can't capture him yet, so I'm using my Glaive's explosion to make them into this ghost form. Now we have 2. Sad thing, it was a bit too late. You still get the reward, It's just that if you plan to go to the last stage of the Eidolons, you need to capture the first two and then kill or capture the last one. So let me let them know that they should not kill him. They killed him again. Why are all these players just killing them? So because they keep killing the Eidolons, I'm gonna have to do this solo.
Right on time, Surah. Ice, rightio. See you soon.
At least you guys will see the full potential of this build since I am doing this solo now. I just couldn't do the guide video if they kept killing the first stage. So remember, we're gonna fly up. I see that he's over there. I'm gonna mark it. The hardest part is looking for him first. If you know where he's at, you are chilling. Shoot his leg. Oh my god. Alright. So even Anko tells you. Even Anko would tell you if he's about to just cry for help instead of exploding with magnetic energy. Oh my gosh. What is shooting me? Bro. Oh, there's a lot. Look at it. We get all of them. Make sure we fill it up before we attack them first. Oh my god, bro. There's so many of them. Alright, now we have 2. So now once you break all of his weak spots, shoot at his big head right here. And since we have 2 ready, he's not going to die. He's going to get captured instead. Alright, we're going to destroy these to recharge this one, hopefully. And there we go. Second stage is going to need 3. If I'm doing this solo, I would recommend just killing the last one. You can tell it's a new stage with a different color. The different color it is, the bigger it is. They will try to maneuver weird. So we're going to do Void Strike, aim at the head. Switch over, do Eclipse, 1 shield. My robot's in the way. Just 1 kneecap. Now his weakness is going to be his armpits. Almost dead. Shoot the... There we go. Usually after he starts asking to be healed, you're at the last stage where you can kill him or capture him. So if he starts healing or welling on the floor, when he gets back up, automatically aim for the head, because that's the last stage. Since we're all set, if you are wondering what I'm placing down here, one of the parts that drops from capturing them is the Eidolon shard, in which you need to place to proc the next stage. We can either capture or kill this stage. I have 6 minutes to do this, so I don't know. His head is facing this way. He's looking menacing. But don't worry, with this build you can still drain his shields. with ease, hopefully. And that is how you take down the Eidolons. If you're wondering what's the importance of hunting the Eidolons, it's because they drop special arcanes that can be used to make your Warframe a lot stronger. A lot of the arcane stats and stuff are pretty broken when you pair them with Warframe abilities, so definitely grind the Eidolon out. On top of that, it does drop resources that you give to Onko. So if you are about to head to the Doors of Cetus, turn right by this crystal, and you kind of want to just take this path this way. It'll lead you to a place that only your operator can go in. This is where you know, turning in your Eidolon shards can become important. You can buy amp parts for standing. This is where you can buy most of the parts that I showed you guys in my loadouts, as well as some gear for your operator. On top of that, you do want to make sure you go check your focus. Whatever clan that you chose, you click on it and then go to focus conversion. From here you can see all of the shards that you have that you can turn in to get the you turn them in to get the standing for your clan, the focus, in which you can make your move stronger. So that's what my Eidolon build looks like. Let me know how you guys liked it in the comments below, or you know, any recommendations or tips that you guys had when you guys are Eidolon hunting. I'm completely open-minded to, you know, any help, as well as helping you guys. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below other guide video suggestions that you guys have, or any problems you guys have run into as you guys are continuing your journey in Warframe. But keep up the grind. I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys be safe. Peace.